Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Summer and I'm a waxaholic, and today I have got the first couple of weeks of September empties to share with you guys. So I have vendor and one Scentsy bar, and then I have a few like skincare, self-care items. So yeah, this is going to be from like September 1st to September 17th. And it's a little bit more than 2 weeks, but honestly, this is the first opportunity I've had to film this. Today is Wednesday, September 18th. So I've got all of my empties until yesterday, the 17th. So if you want to see what I've gone through so far this month, grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's chat wax. Okay, so first up from Scentsy, I finished a clam in black tie affair. I had never tried this one before. This was from this year's Father's Day collection. I've heard great things about this bar, so I was really excited to warm it. I loved it on cold. I did look up the notes here. So it says, vanilla tobacco suits up with notes of vetiver and a spritz of white grapefruit. And this is really, really nice. It's masculine without being super cologne-y. And don't let the vanilla tobacco scare you. It's not like as intense as like Tom Ford Tobacco Vanilla. This is a little bit cologne-y, but honestly, when it warmed, it was more sweet. I think from that white grapefruit and the vetiver, it gave it sort of a brightness, and there was a little bit of sweetness to it. Maybe the vanilla with the tobacco. But really, really pretty, not headache inducing. I did this in my open concept, finished the whole bar, and it performed like a solid medium. Really like it. I'm so glad I put it in my club, and I'll be able to get more of this because it is discontinued. I don't think you're able to get it anymore or even add it to club. So I'm glad I did that when I was able to. That is Black Tie Affair. And now we will move on to vendor. I'm going to do like the one-ofs first. First, I did a sample from Second and Spruce in Where There's Smoke and Roasted Pine Cones, By the Fireplace, Mallow Fireside, Smoked Vanilla, Sugar Cookie, and Roasted Pine Cones. I love By the Fireplace. And when Erica did Where There's Smoke, she blended By the Fireplace with Marshmallow Fireside, Smoked Vanilla, and Sugar Cookies. It's wonderful. And then with Roasted Pine Cones, like say less. Of course, I'm going to love this scent. And it did really well. I did this in my bedroom. I just cut it into thirds. And, Erica's wax performs immediately. Like as soon as you throw it in the warmer, it's very soft and it just melts down and throws immediately. And this was a super strong performer. Would love to see it offered again. Where There's Smoke on its own is one of my favorites. And then with the roasted pine cone, like it's amazing. From L3 Waxy Wonders, I warmed Pink Sugar, Cotton Candy, and Wood Smoke. This was so kindly gifted to me from Stephanie, Scented Stephanie Taverna here on YouTube. So Stephanie, if you're watching, thank you so much. This was really sweet. The cotton candy, L3's cotton candy is really, really amazing. Love it so much. It's a genuine cotton candy scent. Then with the pink sugar, adds more of a sweetness with a little bit of like femininity with like slightly perfumey smell. And then that wood smoke, just to give it that earthy woodiness, those opposite kind of scent notes like that. I really enjoyed this. I wasn't really sure how I felt about it on cold, but warming, it was beautiful, and I loved them together. Again, those opposing kind of scents, like sweet over here and feminine, and then you have like outdoorsy, smoky wood smoke. And this was really, really beautiful. Would definitely pick it up again if I see it. Next, from K's, I warmed We Three Kings, Marshmallow Fireside, Blue Sugar, and Palo Santo. Now, Kay's melt, I have better luck with her clamshells, and this one was no different. This was so pretty. Again, I'm in my like blue sugar era right now, and her blue sugar is a little bit sweet. It's very rich and a little bit creamy, almost like a caramel. I don't know if there's caramel in blue sugar, but it kind of smells like that to me, and I really love it. And then her Palo Santo warms it up, gives it more of a creaminess. In my opinion, Palo Santo and blue sugar could be cousins. They are different, But, you know, there's two different versions. There's the creamy, like smoky, roasty, toasty version. And then there's that more like cologne version. And Kay's, both of those, the blue sugar and the Apollo, are not the super cologne version to my nose. And then blend that with the marshmallow fireside. Get a little bit of sweetness, more of a roasty, toasty. This was the most warm, beautiful, comforting scent. Really enjoyed it. Would love to repurchase it again. We Three Kings, the first time I've ever warmed it, and I loved it so, so much. And then from the Candle Nurse, I finished a bag of the Cellar, which is already a well-loved blend by so many. Mulled apples, fresh fig, rosy nuances of pink pepper, warm musk, and cedarwood. So I got this on my second order from the Candle Nurse. I don't know why I didn't pick it up the first time. I think probably because of the apples. And everyone was raving about it. So I went in a second time and grabbed it when she restocked it. And I'm so glad I did, you guys, because this is one of the most beautiful scents. It's very sweet with like a woodsy undertone. It's just gorgeous. Like you do get a little bit of spice from that pepper, but then you get the sweetness from the fig and the apples, but it doesn't scream apple, like fresh apple, even apple cider to me. It's just like a sweetness. And then the cedarwood is a little bit sweet. The musk gives it a little bit of like a perfumey cologne vibe. And then blends together just to make this a little bit sweet, a little bit spicy, like I said, with that woodsy, outdoorsy sort of a base. And it's such a unique scent. It's beautiful. Great performer. I did this in my open concept and loved every second. I loved like leaving the house or going outside and coming back in just so I could like re-smell it. You know, sometimes when you just sit in a scent all day, you kind of get nose blind to it, but this is so beautiful. I have another bag and I ordered more of it in the pre-order that she just did. So really excited to have more of this one, the Cellar. From Lavender and Speckles, I've been trying to throw in some of my sampler size bags as I can. So I warmed honey spice pine cones from the roasted pine cone sampler, sweet honey pears with a touch of spice blended with roasted pine cones. Oh my goodness, you guys. This one was so pretty. I love her sweet honey pear. Y'all know like the, what is it? Honey pear zucchini cotton candy is one of my favorites. And it's that same honey pear. And then with roasted pine cones and just a little bit of spice. I want to say there's clove in here maybe. It's not a harsh like cinnamon broom at all. It's just a little bit of spice. Really pairs nicely with the sweetness of that honey pear. And then you get that nice woodsy roasted pine cone. Such a beautiful scent. Would love a bigger bag of this. Was really sad when I had to take this one out. And then I also warmed strawberry musk and pine cones, also from the roasted pine cone sampler. The famous strawberry musk, which is strawberry pound cake and icy vanilla woods, blended with roasted pine cones. This was another just banger scent. It was beautiful. If you like strawberry musk and roasted pine cones, I mean, this is everything. Great performer, beautiful scent, and again, I would buy more of this if she offers it. Really, really pretty. I have a few here from Rose Girls. This was what was left of the Rose Girls challenge that Christine from Christine Scentsy did. So I think I mentioned a few of them in my August empty, but this is the rest of those plus like a few other ones that I warmed through. So first up is Scream Queen. I believe this was sent to me by my friend Tara from Tara's Fragrance World. So Tara, if you sent this, thank you so much. This is fig, plum, blackberry, apple, labdanum, cedar, and musk. I am obsessed with this one, you guys. Like, I need this to come back. This was such a strong performer. It was such a beautiful scent. Oh my gosh, this was like one of those, I think it came in a sampler. There were 4 like mini melter squares in here. If you like plum and fig, you would love this one. It's a really sweet, dark berry, and then with an earthy undertone with that cedar and musk. So gorgeous. Again, really strong performer, very berry, dark berry, Fig plum and blackberry, I feel like those are all in the same sort of family. And then apple just sweetens it up even more. And the woody base, like that cedar and musk, really just amplify this scent so much. It's just next level. I loved it. And I need a couple mini melter bags of this, you guys. Scream Queen was everything. I warmed lavender marshmallow cupcakes at Tiffany's. This was so kindly gifted to me from Steph, the Scented Gemini, my twin. And I warmed this in my bedroom. And this was another one of those sample size bags. So I did 2 in my bedroom warmers, 2 each. And this was lighter to me. I was actually kind of shocked because her lavender is pretty strong. And I'm not sure how old this one was. Sometimes the bakery scents from Rose Girls tend to kind of, get a little bit lighter after a year or so. This is a really pretty scent, but it was very light. But I enjoyed it. It was a pretty scent, but a little bit light for me. Next, I finished a mini melter of Black Chamomile Bath & Body Works type. Black Chamomile is one of my favorite scents from Bath & Body Works ever. Chamomile, tea leaves, lily, musk, and warm woods. I honestly did not know that there was lily in here. I would never know it because this doesn't lean floral to me at all. It's more of a outdoorsy. It's such a hard scent to describe. It leans a little bit masculine, but it's also sweet. So I don't want to say masculine because if you're thinking like cologne-y, headache inducing, it's a very calming scent. I get the tea leaves with the chamomile, but it's not super herbal. It's just very comforting and cozy. I love to spray the pillow mist on my bed, on my sheets, on my pillow. It's gorgeous. I just love this scent so much. If you've ever tried Black Chamomile from Bath & Body Works, this is an exact dupe. Let me know down below if you've tried it and what you think of it. I just love it so much. It's always been a favorite for me, and every time they bring it back, I am going to buy it every single time. And I loved this. Very strong performer. Would definitely repurchase it. Next, I finished Salem. This is pumpkin pecan waffles, campfire marshmallows, and vanilla sandalwood. This is one of my favorites for fall. This bag was left over from last year, so I went ahead and finished it. Enjoyed every second. It was a great performer. It's about a medium, and the pumpkin pecan waffles blended with that warmth of the vanilla sandalwood and the campfire marshmallows is so pretty. It's a different spin on pumpkin pecan waffles. Totally gives it a different vibe. And I love anything with Jenny's campfire marshmallows. That scent oil is everything. It gives the pumpkin pecan waffles a warmth. It almost doesn't even smell like that. It's not like a bakery vibe for me at all. It's like a sweet, but also warm scent. Almost leans a little bit body care to me. I love it. It's very unique and will always repurchase this. I love this and look forward to warming it every fall. That is Salem. Next, I finished Boo's Spooky Castle. This was one of the prompts from Christine's Melting Challenge. It was a cereal scent, I believe. Blueberry, Vanilla Crunch Donuts, and Monster Cookies. One of my favorites. I love this so much. This is great to break up the monotony of like pumpkin and apple. It's still fall leaning, Boo's Spooky Castle because of the blueberry cereal, but it's berry. And then her Vanilla Crunch Donuts oil is everything. So it's just blueberry, which I think is like blueberry, strawberry, blackberry, and vanilla possibly. And then a little bit more bakery. You get some texture from the Vanilla Crunch Donuts, and then the Monster Cookies just gives it more of a bakery vibe. It is beautiful. Great performer. Love it so much. Boo's Spooky Castle. And then my last one from Rose Girls is Let Me Play Guitar at You. I love this scent. Christine actually sent this to me. So Christine, if you're watching, thank you so much. Marshmallow Fireside, Roasted Pine Cones, Pine, and Salty Sea Air. You guys, this scent is so good. I got this for the first time like mid-2023, and I was obsessed with it. It was when I started becoming obsessed with roasted pine cones. And this is so beautiful. I love the Salty Sea Air and the Marshmallow Fireside. So it's very outdoorsy. You get the pine and the pine cones, and then you get the Salty Sea Air, the saltiness in the air, and then you do get that Marshmallow Fireside. It gives it a warmth and a cozy vibe. This is a great performer. It's so beautiful and it's so unique. It's unlike anything else I have, and I just love it. It's beautiful. If you like roasted pine cones and salty sea air, please give this one a try. It's gorgeous. Let me play guitar at you. And then I got through a few of my Teddy Bees. I'm trying to focus on using up some of my partials with Teddy Bees and every vendor, honestly, just because I hate putting partials back in my collection. I don't know why. I just want to try to use them up. So first up from Teddy Bees, this is milk cookies and blueberry cobbler, creamy vanilla, powdered sugar, sweet milk, buttery cookie dough blended with blueberry cobbler. This was pretty, I've kind of broken up with blueberry lately. I'm not reaching for it. I'm not a fan of it. It's not a love for me anymore, but I did enjoy this one. If I melt blueberry, it's normally in the fall. I don't know why. But this was a really pretty bakery. Her milk and cookies is so good and creamy. It's not sour at all. Blended really beautiful with the bakery blueberry cobbler. This was probably like a light medium performer. It wasn't the strongest, but I could definitely smell it. I also think I got this in a D-stash, so you never know how things are stored, when you get them in a D-stash. But this was pretty. I just don't know that I would repurchase it. Okay, next up, this one is so funny to me because I used to literally loathe the scent, you guys. I remember when I hauled it the first time, I had to edit that out a few times because my face, I do not hide my emotions very well on my face. And so I just did not like this. But I've recently come to really like peach. And so I was like, you know what? I want to try it again. So someone was selling it in a D-stash and I was like, you know what? I'm going to get that and try it. This is vanilla and stone fruit, sensual vanilla, tonka bean, red plums, caramelized sugar, and peach flesh. You guys, I loved this one. It was a great performer for me. Loved it so much. I definitely don't get the like urine smell anymore. It's not, BO anymore. It's something is happening with my nose and I am not mad about it. This was so beautiful. It was kind of like a perfumey sort of a scent. I actually got another one in a D-stash because I loved it so much. I don't even know. But the warmth of that sensual vanilla with the tonka bean, it's a very creamy, warm vanilla scent. And then you get that red plum and peach flesh, gives it a little bit of a sweetness, and the caramelized sugar as well. But whatever is in that sensual vanilla is definitely like a perfumey body care vibe. It just kind of bougifies this a little bit where it's not just peach and plum. It's like a perfume or like a bougie like hotel lobby. It just smells expensive. It's really, really pretty. Really enjoyed vanilla and stone fruit. Next, I finished Wish a Witch Woods, Fireside Marshmallows, Buttery Sugar Cookies, Bonfire Embers, and Palo Santo. Did this souffle in my open concept and I loved every second of this, you guys. I am obsessed. This one needs to come back. It was so beautiful. I really loved the sugar cookies and then all of the other like warm outdoorsy notes. So you get that buttery sugar cookie base of bakery, and then you get the fireside marshmallows, bonfire embers, and Palo Santo. So beautiful. Palo Bakery is so good. And then you get that smoky essence from the marshmallow fireside and the bonfire embers. This was everything. I loved it so much. Next, I finished malted marshmallow sugar cookies, sweet dough sugar cookies, browned butter, a pinch of cinnamon sugar, vanilla tonka, malted milk, and roasted marshmallows. This was a partial that I got in a D-stash. And honestly, you guys, this was very, very light. Now, this was just poured in March of this year. I typically don't warm things until they're a year old if it's bakery. But this was stronger on cold. It was a light medium. I wouldn't say I couldn't smell it at all. I could smell it, but it definitely wasn't strong. And I mean, this is vanilla based and marshmallow, but that malted milk in here is really strong. So I feel like with some cure time, this could be a really strong scent, but it just wasn't. And it also wasn't my favorite. Like I said, that malted milk was a little strong. So I don't know that I would repurchase that. Next, I finished a souffle of sweet whiskey and you, warm amber, vanilla infused whiskey, warm pistachio, salted caramel, and sandalwood. I think this is the Bath and Body Works dupe. Is it called Sweet Whiskey? I think it is, right? I loved this so, so much. It's very unique in the way that Tiffany blended it. It's very warm and sweet, but you do get the nuttiness from the pistachio, and the caramel and sandalwood really cream it out. It's a beautiful scent, you guys. It's another one that kind of just smells sophisticated. It's like sophisticated whiskey. Sweet, warm, and bougie. Gorgeous scent. Love it. Love the addition of the pistachio, the caramel, and the sandalwood. Those really just take this blend up a notch, in my opinion, and it's just gorgeous. I have them in my collection, but I would definitely repurchase it. Next up is Chilean Saint, ripe figs, vanilla musk, bergamot, warm cashmere woods, and notes of chocolate orchids. Don't know if you guys have been watching me for a while, but I have recently become obsessed with chocolate orchids, and I've had Chilean Saint for a while. And so I was like, I need to warm this, and I'm so glad I did, and I'm so glad I have a little bit more in my collection. This was beautiful. If you like fig scents, this is for you. Fig is a sweet but also earthy kind of a scent, in my opinion. And this is another one that kind of smells perfumey body care to me. It's the cashmere woods, which I love, the chocolate orchids, which don't smell like chocolate or orchids to me. To me, it just adds kind of like a sweet richness to a blend. And then the bergamot and musk, it's just a beautiful perfumey body care type of a scent. Gorgeous. It was a great performer for me, and I loved this. I warmed it in my bedroom and bathroom and just kept going in there because I wanted to smell it. Beautiful scent, Chilean Saint. Next is another favorite. This is the Perfect Storm, sea spray, ocean water, citrus, damp leaves, dark amber, and oak moss. This is a banger, you guys. One day when it was storming, perfect blend to warm. And it's very aquatic, outdoorsy, and fresh. It's very strong, and it's very beautiful if you like those type of atmospheric, aquatic, earthy scents. And yeah, I did this in my open concept. It was beautiful, and I think I have a loaf on hand, and then I just got a tub in the RTS. So we'll always repurchase this if I'm running low. Next up is another favorite. This is Snow Cones by the Sea, watermelon, black cherry, juicy apples, and salty sea air. This was a partial souffle that I finished. Did this in my office, and this scent, you guys, this is one of the strongest scents I've ever smelled from Teddy Bees. I feel like banger would be an understatement. Put this in my office, which is on one side of my house, and you can literally smell it everywhere. I'm telling you, it's so strong. It's the most beautiful, fruity, sweet, fruity scent, combined so nicely with the salty sea air. It's just gorgeous. I never picked this up until Alexa started raving about it because I was kind of scared of the cherry, apple. I wasn't a big fan of watermelon, but something about the way this is blended, it's just a sweet, fruity, salty sea air. I love salty sea air with fruits, and this one is so, so good. If you've never tried this, highly recommend it. So good. And then my last empty from Teddy Bees is Silent Night, Palo Santo Signature Sugar Cookies and Beach Nights. This is so pretty on cold, you guys, but it just did not throw well for me. This was a partial. It's over a year old. And it's a little bit light, like it was a little bit light on cold. But I want this to be stronger because her Palo is so good. I love her sugar cookies, and I love her beach nights. So this was like a light medium. I'm hoping that, I don't know if this was in a D-stash because it was a partial. So I'm hoping that the one that I have, that I bought and have and is cured, will do a little bit better. If it doesn't, then I probably won't repurchase it, unfortunately, just because it's so light. But I really enjoy the scent of it, Silent Night. And then I've got quite a few Pharmacist Daughter, and I'm focusing on the Pharmacist Daughter for the month of September. I kind of got a late start on it, but I'm happy with my progress so far. So first up is Lavender Lemonade. This is pink lemonade and lavender. Really loved this one. It performed really well for me. I would repurchase it. I actually requested it, but it didn't make it to this pre-order. but would love it. It's more of like a spring summery scent if you're a seasonal melter. It's a little bit effervescent from that lemonade, but the lavender is such a good addition with it. And I would love to like drink this. It's so refreshing and bright and just a different spin on lavender. Really enjoyed it. I finished a little Easter egg of zucchini coconut crack, which is just zucchini bread and coconut crack. This was really pretty, just a bakery heavy coconut scent. Her coconut crack is incredible. Blended with the zucchini bread, say less. It was really pretty. It was about a medium performer. Would definitely get it again though if she offered it. Next, I warmed through a souffle of Raven Cliff, blue sugar, wood sage, and sea salt, and zucchini bread. So again, I've really been loving blue sugar. I love wood sage and sea salt from Jo Malone. It's just a refreshing kind of sea salty blend. And it blended so beautifully with the blue sugar. I was kind of unsure about the zucchini bread, but it really worked and gave it like a bready base. But I really enjoyed this. I would repurchase it. It was a great performer and it was really nice. Kind of refreshing with the sea salt, and then the wood sage was outdoorsy. The blue sugar kind of gave it a sweet, creamy vibe, and it was just really nice. I enjoyed this a lot, more than I thought I would. That is Raven Cliff. Next, I finished I think this was a shape bag of White Horse, cherry amaretto, warm vanilla spices, and liquor. And this was kind of a unique type of a scent to me. It was very sweet from the cherry amaretto, but then you get that little bit of spice, like vanilla spice, and a little bit of boozy. And this was okay. I don't know that I would repurchase it. It did okay as far as performance goes, but I just don't really know how I felt about the scent of it. Didn't love it, didn't hate it. It was just kind of indifferent, but it didn't wow me, so I probably wouldn't repurchase it. That is White Horse. Next, I finished Fashionista. This is creamy vanilla, vanilla chai with a touch of almond and cinnamon sugar donuts. This one was pretty. So the cinnamon sugar donuts was like a sweet cinnamon, but it was very heavy on the cinnamon, even though it was sugary cinnamon. It could have been the chai as well. So it was very spicy. And then you got that really creamy vanilla. And then it says a touch of almond. I got a little more than a touch. So it was very sweet and very spicy. So it was a pretty combination. You know, I like sweet and spicy, but I don't know, something about the almond and how it blended. And I love almond. This was more of like almond, like, I don't know, it was a different sort of almond. It's very, very sweet, but also creamy from that creamy vanilla. So I don't know. I don't know that I would repurchase this. I enjoyed it okay, but it wasn't a favorite or anything. That is Fashionista. Perfectly Pastry. This is pistachio cake, Italian wedding cake, serendipity, and coconut shortbread cookies. I loved this one, you guys. I love pistachio, and my husband has been out of town for a couple of weeks, so I was able to freely warm pistachio without him coming in and being like, ew, pistachio. This was a great performer. I loved the coconut with it, and serendipity I've really come to enjoy here lately. And the combination of all of these notes, it was just a very beautiful pistachio coconut bakery scent, and it was just gorgeous. Would definitely repurchase that. Next, I warmed 13. This is pink frosted cake, strawberries, and birthday cake. This was really pretty. I did this in my kids' room. It's a very sweet strawberry bakery, so if that's something you enjoy, you would definitely love this one. It was a great performer, but I've found that I just don't really reach for straight bakery anymore. So if you do and this is your vibe, I would definitely grab this one. But just for me and where I'm at right now in my like scent preferences, I probably wouldn't repurchase it, but I did enjoy it. This one's kind of the same thing, Sweetheart. It's strawberry white cake cupcakes at Tiffany's and sugar cookie dough. Very pretty strawberry bakery scent. I enjoyed it, but probably won't repurchase it again because I'm not really reaching for straight bakery right now. Next, I warmed Creep It Real, which I love the name. That's so cute. Cider Lane, Marshmallow Fireside, Green Apple, and Pumpkin Sugar Donuts. You guys, pumpkin sugar donuts is another one that I used to not really care for, and I'm obsessed with it this year. I am like wanting everything pumpkin sugar donuts. I don't know what has changed, but I'm obsessed with it, and I loved the scent. Very strong performer. I loved the green apple as well as the cider lane. Blended with the pumpkin sugar donuts, it was just screams fall. Sweet and spicy and a little bit roasty toasty from the marshmallow fireside. Gorgeous scent. Would definitely grab it again. Next, I got through frosted berry cake, blackberries, raspberries, strawberry white cake, and boardwalk marshmallow clouds. This was kind of like a body care berry scent. And it was very creamy, really sweet and pretty. Again, don't really know if I would purchase it again. I really enjoyed it. I love boardwalk marshmallow clouds. It kind of gives it that bougie vibe, body care a little bit. And then I love berries. I love strawberry white cake, but these are just not the types of scent I'm reaching for right now. I did because I was trying to, warm through my Pharmacist daughter stuff. So it kind of forced me is a little bit harsh, but it just kind of prompted me to use these, but I'm not reaching for scents like this. So probably wouldn't repurchase it anytime soon. Next up, I warmed through Cozy in Bed, Lavender, Vanilla Bean Noel, and Blackberry Jam. This was really pretty. However, I basically only got Blackberry Jam. The Blackberry Jam was super strong. Didn't get a whole ton of lavender. And so for that reason, I probably wouldn't repurchase it because it's, again, just Blackberry Jam. And while I do like Blackberry Jam, I don't really need any more right now. Next up, I warmed through Paris Bakery. I got this in a D-stash. This is Sweet on Paris, Sweet Berry-licious, and Blue Cotton Candy. I don't really know what Sweet Berry-licious is, but this was a banger, you guys. And this was poured June 30th of 23, and it smelled just like a sweeter version of Sweet on Paris. You do get that blue cotton candy. I love Sweet on Paris, so I really enjoyed this one. I warmed it over 2 days. One day I warmed it in my office. The other day I warmed it in my kids' room. Loved it both times. Would definitely repurchase it if they bring it back. Next, I finished a souffle of Appalachian Trail, Ancient Waters, Alpine Frost, and Lake Adventure. This one was so good, and this was one of the ones I did in my open concept, and I didn't remember what I had picked that day to warm when I came in. And it's very outdoorsy. To me, this is fresh, outdoorsy tree. I don't really know the notes in any of these scent oils, but it smells like tree. It's very like fresh air. It's like crisp. This reminds me of like an autumn day. I'm smelling tree. I'm smelling crisp air. I'm smelling maybe a little bit of an aquatic note. There might be a hint of a floral, maybe lavender in here. But it's very, very pretty and outdoorsy. If that is your vibe, you would really enjoy this one. I really liked it, and I would repurchase it. Next up, this is Career Woman. I liked this on cold, but I really, really loved it on warm. This is pink sugar, blue sugar, and cashmere plum. Such a beautiful scent. I love pink sugar and blue sugar together. I love plum, and this was a great performer. I think I smell more of the blue sugar because I'm getting that kind of like a sweet, smooth caramel undertone. And then the cashmere plum is like a sweet, juicy plum, but you get the warmth and coziness of that cashmere note. And then the pink sugar just adds to that sweetness. But this did so well, and it really surprised me how much I loved it when it was warming. I would definitely grab it again. Next, I finished Splash. This is Blue Sugar, Palo Santo, and Rain. I wanted to warm this one because this is on the list for the pre-order, which is happening, I think, tomorrow, the 19th. And I wanted to see if I needed more of it, and I do. This is gorgeous. I feel like the Rain is what I smell the strongest, and Then I do get the Palo Santo and Blue Sugar. Those combine really well together. Similar scents, like I said earlier, kind of like cousins in my opinion. Gives it a creaminess, smoothness, an outdoorsy, like woodsy vibe, and so beautiful. Great performer, and I'm going to get more in the pre-order tomorrow. Then last but certainly not least, for the Pharmacist's Daughter and for Vendor Wax, Blue Waves. This is lavender, chamomile, sea salt, light florals, balsam, and vanilla. I think this is also on the pre-order list. I requested this one, and this is so pretty, you guys. It's very hard to describe, but it smells kind of refreshing. It's aquatic, but also a little bit body care, like cologne in a way. Not the headache inducing kind, but kind of just like, it smells like a man's body wash. Because you get that tree, the balsam, the sea salt brightens it. The lavender chamomile kind of gives it that cozy vibe. And then the florals, I don't get any florals, but the way they combine together, it's outdoorsy and fresh, and it's really pretty. Great performer, and I plan on getting more tomorrow in the pre-order. That is Blue Waves. So that's everything for Vendor Wax, and then I've just got 3 things here to share with you for like self-care. So first up, I finished up a sugar scrub in Moonlight Glow from Tree Hut. This was so kindly gifted to me from Courtney's Scent Society. She gave me some friend mail and had some sugar scrubs and some body butters in there, and I've really been enjoying them. I keep it in my shower, and every once or twice a week we'll exfoliate, and it feels so nice. These work so well. They're not very harsh, but they also do a great job at exfoliating. Getting out of the shower, your skin is just so soft. And the scent was really pretty. It was sweet. Let me see if it has the notes on here. It says adaptogens, magnesium, amethyst. I don't know if that's like just ingredients or if I don't think that's scent notes, but this was a really pretty scent, and I would definitely repurchase this. I really liked the scent. Like I said, love the sugar scrub. And Courtney, thank you again so much for gifting that to me. For skincare, I have 2 here. I finished an Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Serum. This is one of the things that I will never take out of my skincare routine. I used to work at the Estee Lauder counter, and I worked with a lady who was in her 70s, and she did not look a day over 40. And I asked her what she did, and she said she used this twice a day, not just at nighttime, but morning and night. And ever since she said that, like looking at her skin, I was just like, okay, I'm going to use it. And it's been a staple in my routine ever since. This is amazing. It feels so nice. It's just like it's an everything serum. I feel like it takes care of wrinkles, dark spots, hyperpigmentation, elasticity, collagen production. Like it just does everything. It's a patented technology, and it's amazing. So if you've never tried this, you're into skincare, I highly recommend it. And then I finished from Sunday Riley, I finished a Luna Sleeping Night Oil. I really like this as well. My skin has always been more on the oily side, so I've always been anti-skin like oils and things like that, because I always felt like that would make my skin more oily, but it actually doesn't. And so I've really been into oils. I love this one. I've already repurchased it and opened up a new bottle of it. This is a retinoid oil, so it really works to fight wrinkles, which is what I need. It's also supposed to fight the appearance of pores, which my pores are huge and I hate them. And so I really love this. I use it at night only in my skincare routine. And like I said, I've already repurchased it. So a staple in my skincare routine. That is Luna. And that's everything I have to share with you guys today. I know that was kind of a lot, but I'm proud of my progress, and I will post, my next Empties video at the end of the month. And let me know down below if we were twinning on any of these scents. Are you focusing on a particular vendor this month? Have you warmed any of these same scents? What are your thoughts? Let me know down below. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, week, or weekend. Please don't forget to like and comment, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you all on my next video very soon. Bye.